All right, here we are. We are ready to get started, but I have a little surprise in store for you guys, and that is that we're not going to be using any of the loadouts that I showed previously. Instead, we're going to be doing something that I suggested we do at the very beginning, which is using the star cannon. It is a crazy weapon. I farmed 500 stars. Let's hope it's enough. As a backup plan, I got the Knight's Edge. But we're going to use the star cannon for this fight. All right, we're ready to go. We're going to put our buffs on. Lots of buffs. Look at all this. We got them all ready to go. And we're going to chop that in there. All right, let's see this wall of flesh. Star cannon is going to just rip through it. Now let's see if we can. I want to target its eye. There we go. And here we go. We're burning through all those stars. This is all that preparation, getting ready. Now I want to make sure I'm topped off on healing. I have a lot of regen items right now. I'm actually wearing the Crimson set just to get a little bit more regen. I'm just going to keep backing up and keep shooting the star at it. And this is going to be the easiest wall of flesh fight of my life. Preparation is key in this game. Actually, we can brace a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. And with that, wall of flesh is defeated. Oh no, give me that. Oh no. Did we get it? Okay, we got it. And we got the treasure bag. Awesome. So when the wall of flesh dies, he has this brick thing. It's supposed to prevent items from dropping, but I think I might have been too close. I think I might have pulled it out of it. All right. So we have now officially entered hard mode. Are you with me, Cat? We got this. So let us go back to base, and we'll talk about what we need to do with hard. So super easy fight, just star cannon, rip through everything. Let's first, man, we have so many potions. I brought all of them. I was ready to go. I also could have summoned 2 more imps. Actually, I could have gotten 3. Without even being a summoner, you can get 3 total. Oh, and Connor's back. So the guy that we killed, he's back, ready to be killed again for our satisfaction. All right, let's put that wall of flesh relic along here. And we did manage to actually get the trophy for it as well, which is really cool. I still need the trophy for Skeletron and Deerclops. We'll get those at some point. Let's open up our loot. 3, 2, 1, treasure bag. Boom! Alright, we got the firecracker, which is a whip upgrade. Look how far that thing goes. Very solid, very solid. I like that for the summoner. Additionally, we got a warrior emblem. And I wasn't even using an extra slot here. I should have put something there. But there we go. We got the warrior emblem for increased melee damage. And we have a demon heart. Permanently increases the number of accessory slots. Boom! Awesome. So we have another accessory slot. Let's put something in there. There's a Knight's Edge, right? So let's do. Where's a feral? Do we have a feral claws? One of these. I have to have feral claws somewhere. There we go. Let's just throw those in there. So swinging. So we have now entered hard mode. Enemies are a little bit tougher. There are also new enemies and new content to go through. So the first thing we need to do is it's a race to kind of get our early gear progression. So I'm going to head over to the Crimson. Actually, you know what? Let's go via the surface because I want to see if the new biome spawned on the correct side. I'm hoping very much that the Hallow is actually over here. It could be on the other side, but if it's over here, that'll mean that there's a big area for this forest will be actually broken up a little. So let's see. We'll go past all this stuff. Like how it's funny because I got everyone all ready for that. Like, you know, I did all of the classes and everything. I talked about how to beat the wall of flesh, and then it's like, actually, I'm just gonna use a star. Ooh, angry dandelion. All right, there's a new enemy. Trying to blow dandelions at me. Let's get above things. So still not anything new yet. We're not quite a third to the last third. So the good news is all of our stuff before the desert pylon above us is still intact. It's still very much a pure biome. Nothing crazy there. Ah, yes, excellent. The background has changed. We have Hallow on the left side. The reason I wanted this over here is so that while it might be a little annoying having the corruption of the Crimson where we have the desert and the jungle and things like that, I wanted this over here because this is a relatively peaceful biome, but we can also add another pylon over here. And by having this be a Hallow biome, we can actually have some NPC houses over here, which will give us a pylon that's like in between these two. Right, something in here maybe? That's what I was hoping for. So perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Good stuff. So to that end, let's keep going. You'll notice the slimes are also tankier. Like they've already gotten tanky. So many pumpkins. Halloween. Ugh, coming up. Don't know what I'm going to do for it though. That's a pet item that just dropped from one of the pumpkins. I already have 6 of them. So hopefully you guys are having a really good time. I hope your holidays are going to be eventful. We're getting into that season. One thing we do have to watch out for as well is like with the corruption and everything, the corruption and Crimson spread are going to start happening at an accelerated rate. So we do need to watch out for that. Make sure that we are ready to combat the spread there. We also get new enemies like this corrupted slime. And so let's head down here. You know what? I'm just going to... Bye. Having the balloon with the horseshoe on it has been really awesome. It's just been able to like just drop and not worry about anything. I can just like let go of the keys and stuff. Don't need to worry about splatting. All right, so now we're down here. Why did we come down here? Well, one of the things that the Wallflesh also gave us is this bone hammer. Glad that I actually do have it because I didn't see this when we actually grabbed it. So the bone hammer is a hammer, so we can use it for normal hammer things like breaking back walls and things like that. But it's also used in smashing these altars. Now, what does smashing the altar do? Well, it releases a single bit of crimson or corruption into the world, so it actually does accelerate the spread of evil. But it also blesses the world with new hard mode ores. Now on the drunk seed, normally I'd smash like 3 of them to get 1 of each of the new ores. But on the drunk seed, we actually have more ores. Ooh, a mimic! Look at that! These guys are tough. Yeah, so mimics are now a thing. And they drop really cool items. This one dropped a philosopher's stone. Very cool. Awesome. So let's smash some of these. We'll see what we do. So, boom. The world has been blessed with cobalt. That's one of the original hard mode ores. Let's see what else we get. The second one we're going to get is mithril. That is also one of the original ores. If I get... ooh, we're getting a lot of good stuff here, too. Just from killing things. You notice that when I smashed this, a shade dropped in, so watch out for that. And we get titanium, which is the newer of the hard mode ores. There's 2 sets. That was in the second set. So that would be like what we normally would have. We would have 1 of each, and that would be that. Ooh, oh my gosh, we actually got a key already? It's insane. The corruption key opens the chest in the dungeon eventually. Alright. But now let's smash a couple more. So now we get palladium. Palladium is the other alternative to cobalt. Next we should get orichalcum, which would be the alternative to mithril. And finally adamantite, which is the original with cobalt and mithril. Usually you get adamantite, but now this will be the alternative to the titanium we already got. Boom. Awesome. So with those smashed, I could smash more, and what it would do is it would release more of those orbs, more of those ores into the world. However, we don't really want to do that too much because it'll start spreading the corruption even more than it already is going to. So instead, I'm just going to grab this flesh here and then rotten chunk, and then we're going to head back to here. All right. So the goal at this point is to grab some of these new ores and kind of get started with that. So I'm going to drop off a lot of these potions here. I'm gonna keep like some regen. I think it'll be important, especially this early, to have some of these. But we don't need things like the Wrath Potion or anything like that. We're fine. We're not using magic. The ammo reservation was really good for the Star Cannon. It basically means I didn't have to use as much ammo for that. So that was good to do. That is fine. Alright, what I do want to grab here is spelunking and mining. Those are going to be key. Alright. So, we're just going to start by dropping through our elevator with a mining potion and a spelunking potion active so we can see the new ores. So there's some of the old ones, Just keep an eye out. Here we go. This right here is cobalt. So we'll want to collect some of this. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for cobalt and palladium. Those are the two ones that are the first kind of tier of stuff. So we can mine cobalt right now. We might actually run into some of the other ores, but we won't be able to grab them until we get enough of the cobalt. So let's keep looking. I like to just drop down, like usually you'll find some around this level. Alright, so this right here is one of the ores. I think this is, I want to say mithril. So we won't be able to mine this yet, but I just wanted to kind of show you. So right here, can't, oh no we can, this is cobalt. Jeez, sometimes it's hard to tell when it's all dark. Perfect. So let's grab some more of this. And actually, this might be enough cobalt to get started. What I'm looking for is enough cobalt just to make a cobalt pickaxe. Let's see if that's enough. So we'll go to our forge here. And we'll smelt up some cobalt bars. Looks like we got 17. And that allows us to make some items. So we got the cobalt gear. And then we got a drill or a pickaxe. These are the same. They're just like slightly different. I'll show you guys the drill. But I usually like pickaxes. But I'll just show you what the drill kind of does with the cobalt here. So it's still a digging utensil. It's got 110 pickaxe power. And specifically it says can mine mithril and orichalcum. So really what we've done is we just rushed the cobalt just to get the drill. And now, as we're falling down, we're looking for orichalcum or mithril deposits. If we find more cobalt, that's great. Let's mine that up too. But we're really looking for mithril and orichalcum. So orichalcum is like a purplish color. Mithril is like a green. It's just a normal. That's a normal thing, right? Just such a big patch. That's just like gold, right? Yeah. It gets hard to tell sometimes. Here is orichalcum. It's the purple color. Well, let's grab that. It's surrounded, looks like, by is that titanium around it, I believe. Which is another thing that we will definitely want later on. But right now we're just mining up some orichalcum. So what we're looking for orichalcum is we need enough for to make a pickaxe and to make a pickaxe, and also we need to make a new type of anvil. Yeah, here you can't mine this because this is titanium. All right, let's look for a little bit more. I don't think it's enough. What is over there? That is, I think that's myth. Oh, and look at this. There's new enemies here. So there's an ice elemental, a merman, and a giant tortoise are all in there, ready to just make my day a living nightmare. Oh, can't pick that up. There we go, mithril. If I really want to, I should probably switch to my digging loadout. That'll make this a little faster. But I don't know if it's really that big of a difference with these kind of ores. For digging normally, it's actually really huge. And I do want to I kind of want to take on this grouping. Let's make sure we're buffed up, just in case, because these guys can be a little hard. Oh. Specifically that tortoise. Oh. Yeah, I almost died in there. Whew. Alright, so one thing that they dropped is a Soul of Night. So we're in kind of in that V shape. So this way is Hallow, then this way is going to be Crimson, or Crimson, I think. Yeah, you can see it's kind of red in the background. Little blood stain. And so enemies that die here are going to drop these souls, and these are also important to grab as well. So let's make some room for that and grab the souls. We're gonna be farming up a bunch of these later on to build different. Oh, I lost my oh, pig run! What the heck? I was not ready for that. I was in menu. Don't do that to me. All right, let's kill this tortoise. Can I heal up? Still 5 seconds on a heal. Gotta wait. But you can see the crimson has kind of spread through here a little bit, which is unfortunate for the ice biome, but overall. Can I? Okay, there just wasn't any. Heal up. Tricky. There's some more titanium for later. Ow. Is this orichalcum? Ah. This is the part that's like the most tedious. Look, I'm already at like 30 health. This is a nightmare. I don't have to be mining in here, by the way. I just decided to do it because I had the easy access from my my elevator to get down here really fast. But you don't have to. You don't have to come like this way. It's easier for. Oh, are we done? Okay. If it's easier for you to do some other way, you should do that as well. All right, this right here is palladium, so this is the equivalent of cobalt. We can pick some of this up as well. And you know, if the world is really crimsoned out or corrupted or whatever it is, don't worry too much about it. There are ways to like fix it later. It's just a matter of how annoying is it going to be to fix, right? So don't worry too much. We'll eventually make this area at least the tunnel. We'll make it secure and not have crazy flying floaty glosses or whatever they're called. Kill them real quick. Cool. You hear them dying. Alright, what else? Ooh. Oh gosh. I just saw that little flame coming after me as well. Thank goodness the Night's Edge is like so long reaching. Let's just dig this way. This? What was this? I want to make sure this isn't like it's just iron. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell, especially when it's glowing. Like, is that? That's just like platinum. I'm trying to like remember, especially when it's like red tinted, like it is right now. Be a little tricky. This is definitely something I want. And again, we're just trying to get enough to kind of rush into that next phase. So at this point, actually, do we have, what do we got? 49 of that. I don't really need demonite. We got 51 mithril. I think we can get a little bit more. We definitely want to have enough to make, at least one of them should be enough to make the iron anvil upgrade into the mithril or orichalcum anvil. They're equivalent. They're the same thing. And then we need the other bit to make the actual pickaxe upgrade that we. So here's some more cobalt. Again, we don't really need to mine the cobalt, but like eventually I kind of want to make cobalt armor just to have it. Ooh, ichor stick. He's gonna drop some ichor. Also, cool thing. I'm gonna open up my. I don't know why I closed my void bag a while back to just make sure I didn't over collect things, and then forgot to reopen it. So let's just reopen that. Now that we're kind of close to the bottom, we can actually just look for ore along these minecart tracks. It might be an easier way to find them. Here. What do we got? One right there. If I can get like 100 of one of them, I think we'll be good. That's kind of what I'm looking for. It's like up to about 100 of either one of them at this point. So the mithril or the orichalcum. Ooh. There's 2 patches here. How do we? No. Both of these are going to be cobalt. Silt. Gotta watch out when I mine this. Need to put on shine potion. Oh boy. So you can see why I was so hesitant to get into hard mode. It is a big difference. Look how many enemies there are. They're all way tougher. So it just requires a lot more patience and a lot more know-how, right? So knowing how to fight the enemies, also knowing like what they do, it's going to be really big. Things like not taking damage from lava and other sources is going to be even more important now. Before I can kind of get away with it because I could just like heal and regain health, but in this one there's a good chance that I'm just going to die before I get to. Fine. Of course, there's just not stuff around. I have so many potions that are kind of easy just to pop another one. The good news is I'm seeing a lot of the like titanium and stuff like that, which is going to make finding that a lot easier. There's some palladium down there. One thing that's kind of interesting as well is that when you get into hard mode, one of the safest areas to actually be in is actually the underworld, because they don't actually add too much to it. There's a few new enemies, but a lot of it's relatively the same, so it's not actually that terrible to hop in there. And one nice thing about it is you kind of can just go along this like bottom area, and a lot of ores are going to be spawned in here. The spawner really likes putting ores like. Oh, you know what? No, I was doing that right. Mining. Yeah, I got my mining gear on. Why does it feel so slow? I feel like I should be a lot faster at mining. Hang on. What the heck? Wait a minute. You guys notice that? What the heck? Look at this. There. Then this is the mithril. It's slower. Did these not? Does this mining speed not affect the The drill? I'm honestly flabbergasted by that. What the heck? This whole time I was like, this feels a little slow. That's why I switched over to the other loadout. I've just been gaslit. Alright, there's some adamantite next to this mithril here. Get off me. Yeah, I'll shoot you with some stars. I don't care. Alright. Let's mine this up. How much am I at? I am at 97. Right. I said I would stop at 100. I feel like I want to stop at 100. Ooh, look at all of this. So there's some titanium, there's some adamantite. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff to grab when we do the next phase. Oh. I don't know if this is eventually gonna be like sped up or cut footage or something, but I'm just gonna keep going until I get titanium. Keep filming in case anything happens. Alright, we got 100 mithril. Let's head back to base. Here we go. Alright, now that we're here, we're going to smelt up some orichalcum. Beautiful. We're going to put this key away. This base. Clear up some of the inventory here. Actually, quick stack. There we go. So we got some orichalcum. We can make an anvil. We got some mithril as well. We got 30 mithril for something else. So let's make an orichalcum anvil. Why not? We got the orichalcum anvil. This is going to replace our iron anvil, and it will allow us to make mithril and beyond. So we can do mithril armor sets. But what we're looking at is the mithril pickaxe. And because the drills apparently aren't getting buffed by my mining speed, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go with the pickaxe. What the heck was up with that? I can't believe they didn't get the benefit of it. That's so weird. If this one doesn't, I'm going to be really surprised. But there's a lot of cool upgrades we can get here. There's like repeaters for range attacks, swords, halberds. Lots of cool things, and we got all the different armor as well. But we're just sort of rushing our way to the next phase here. And I'm gonna actually start making a little section all of this here, so I can just quick deposit. I feel like that looks. I want soul. All right. Let's just go straight down. Gotta make sure I get the jumps right. Right. There we go. And I can kind of come across. Make sure that I get Spelunker on. Am I out of... Oh, I quick stacked my mining potions, didn't I? Oh, that's okay. Alright, let's just go along the bottom here. And I'm just going to be looking for the hard mode, the final tier of the hard mode ores. So, got some iron, some gems, nothing crazy yet. Anything in here? Nope. Let's get along this minecart. That's not anything. That's not anything. All old stuff. It's copper. Oh yeah, this is where we were before. Here's the adamantine. So look how much faster that is. There's always a debate about drills versus pickaxes. Originally, drills were like the only thing you could upgrade to. And then they added the pickaxe version. So some people were just trying to debate whether one was faster than the other. But to me, clearly, if the increased mining speed and things like that don't work with the pickaxe, it's like, let's see what happens when I switch to it. Look at that. If that doesn't work with the drill, there's no point in using it. Why wouldn't you just use it? Look at that. I'm just gonna go straight over here to this thing. Grab this ore. I don't know how many we need really for a full set of things with adamantite. But one thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to use adamantite / titanium to craft the final upgrade to our furnace. And at that point, we'll have a new furnace, and we'll have a new anvil, and that's pretty much it. It's like the two major upgrades. Everything after that is just bonus. You know, it's actually just equipping the next tier of items. So we're looking pretty solid. We're looking pretty solid, actually. Liking where we're at. I'm gonna grab it. Did I actually grab it? Yes, I did. All right. Oh, a geyser. All right. Any other easy to access hard mode ores here? There's some right there, but that's not really enough to grab now. Let's go get that little patch right there. I think that's, what's that, cobalt? Mithril. Mithril and cobalt, like it does that green glow on it. It's so hard to tell. This is titanium. I like titanium because it has that different texture to it, you know? But when they're glowing, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between like mithril and silver and things like that. Like there are texture differences, but they're just more subtle. The colors are so close. Let's see. What else? Got a marble biome. I'm literally dying to like silt falling. Okay. Ooh, gotta be a little careful about things like that. Like I'm literally just digging a tunnel as I'm walking. This is amazing. Oh, there's some palladium. Oh, dang it. No, it's orichalcum. Dang it. I'm never gonna get it right. Ooh, piles of gold. That's cool. I hate how that does like 50 damage no matter what size pile falls on you. Let's go grab. I do have to be careful when I'm using this loadout now because it doesn't have like any defense on it. So if I get stuck in like an attack pattern of some enemy, it's going to absolutely destroy. At this point though, it's still pretty good for just like random fighting exploration stuff. Not like boss fighting or anything like that, but just exploring. You can see it's so fast. Oh, but you see like that bat hit me for like 150 damage, so I do have to watch that. All right. Anything else? Tungsten, lead, gems. Oh, I literally just sang it, and I thought I could beat them to the wall there. Oh well. It's not bad though. We actually are making a lot of progress, and honestly, this is going to be a lot of like my next couple minutes here is just going to be digging through all this stuff, finding new exciting ores and things like that. We got lots of titanium, lots of adamantite. Let's actually so I believe the upgrade for this takes the Hellforge. Yeah, it takes the Hellforge, takes some of the ore and upgrades. So our two options are essentially red or this kind of titanium-ish color, steel color. Kind of like the steel color. Let's make that. Look at that. Let's take a look. There we go. There's a nice little forge there. And we can switch this to the mithril one if we want, although the pink is kind of fun too. And let's craft up some bars here. So that's some adamantite, titanium, and we can actually start making pieces. So I don't have enough to make like a full set or anything like that. It actually costs quite a bit. So like these head pieces, for example, are like 12 to make a head piece, right? 18 to make pants. I think we can't even make armor because we don't have enough to make armor on either of these. I think it's like 24. So we're already looking at like 60 bars just to make a set of armor. One thing you'll note as well is that there's 3 different headsets. So there's melee, range, there's magic. They kind of have this. This is when like the loadouts start really coming into play a lot more. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a pickaxe from one of these 2, and then I'm going to grab one more item from the other. So I'm thinking, in this case, does the pickaxe really make a difference? It's 190 versus 180 power. I wonder if that corresponds to their speed. I'm not sure. Because the other options, I like the repeaters and the swords or the trident. Cool. Never really used the trident. That could be. How much does this cost? Exactly 20 versus exactly 18, so that'll use all of it. Tell you what, I'm gonna make a repeater from here because there's only 1 damage difference between these 2. So I'll make the repeater from adamantite. That's kind of fun. It's an auto fire gun. It's auto fire crossbow. And then I will make the pickaxe from the titanium. So we have a titanium pick. There we go. All right. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. This is the first start to our hard mode drunk seed. I'm gonna do some of this. So thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, I'm just gonna be mining a little bit off camera just to get the rest of it. We can start by making a set. I might also show you guys where to get a summoner set since you guys don't see it in here. We'll get some early stuff ready to go, and we'll talk about the next plans for the next boss to face and how we're going to tackle. All right. See you guys in the next one. Be safe out there. Happy hunting. Later. Why? Hello, Malor. I was just looking for jungle grass, but if you want to hop over here, that's cool too. Ooh, wizard. Now I did just very nice. I think I could drop him. Lots of stuff. Like seeing it. Thank you, buddy. Good luck getting home. And we're back. I've done a little bit of grinding off screen, a little bit, just not too much, but just in the preparations for getting everything ready to go for the Wall of Flesh fights. I managed to pick up quite a few items. So just some quick things to note is I actually found a few of the mimic items. You probably heard some of the mimics going off in the underground, and they were kind of going nuts. So mimics dropped a couple different items for me. One of them being the philosopher's stone, which I can show you what all these things do here in a second. Let me just put them on. So philosopher's stone reduces the cooldown of healing potions. So normally healing potions, it takes like 45, 50 seconds, something like that. To, maybe it's a full minute. This reduces it by 25%, which is huge. Super important. This actually combines with the Band of Regeneration, which we're going to do that in a minute. I also have the Jagged Cross. Increases the length of the invincibility frames after you take damage, so you don't get juggled and take too many hits at once. Very good. Personalized Star Cloak. Stars fall after you take damage. We have the Titan Glove, which is the knockback and size of weapons. So here is Knight's Edge without it. So you can see it kind of goes to there. And with it, a little bigger. Kind of goes into the tree a little bit. Just fatter all around. Pretty big weapon. Alright. And finally, the other item that I did find in one of the mimic chests was... It's somewhere. Is it in my... My pig, maybe? Oh, I think I have it somewhere. If I don't have it, if I lost it, I'm gonna be really disappointed. Is it in the vault? Necklace. Oh, I know where it is. Here, it's in the I found it in the little setup that we got going on down here, the cavern AFK farm. So let's go check that out real quick. It's actually been working pretty well. I've just kind of been chilling here for a few minutes just to kind of like take a breath between video creations and stuff like that. But when we found a few items in here, we have a couple items like the armored polish, the fast clock, the trifold map. These are all going to be useful for creating a specific thing in a little bit. And the other thing that the Mimic drops is the Celestial Dagger. So this is a magic item as well. Actually does quite a bit of magic damage. So I'm glad I can start using that a little bit. Let me turn down the volume just a little bit. Well, maybe a little bit. I'm turning it down off screen here. All right, how's that? Hopefully it's a little better. I want the music to come back in so we can hear stuff. I just don't want it to be overwhelming for what I'm talking about. Additionally, we found a beam sword. It's kind of reminiscent of like the enchanted sword that we used at the beginning of the game. Shoots out a little laser beam thing. And then we also have a magic quiver, which increases arrow speed. So I'm actually going to hang on to this for a second. And eventually I'll go and grab all these items and go back to the surface. All right. So, guide, tell us, what can these things do? So first off, I mentioned this combines with the Band of Regeneration. This basically takes the two powers, puts them into one. Cross Necklace actually combines with the Star Cloak into the Star Veil. Star Cloak also can combine with a few things. It can combine with the Bee Honeycomb to release bees when you get hit. Or it can combine with the Mana Flower to have the Mana Cloak. And I think I'm actually going to go with the Mana Cloak on this one. Because I use that more than the Cross Necklace, I think. Cross Necklace is still pretty good. Then we can also take the Titan Glove and Feral Claws to make the Power Glove. So let's go. Oh yeah, one more thing. The Quiver. Quiver can combine with a few things here. We can make the Putrid Scent or the Molten Quiver. That gives it a little bit of fire damage on those as well. Oops. There's the Star Cloak in action. Getting hit by a little slime was hard to see. Alright, let's go and fuse some of these together. So let's take the Band of Regen and the Philosopher's Stone. And that will let us make the Charm of Myths. Very nice. Let's take the Titan Glove and the Feral Claws. Take the Power Glove. Awesome. The Power Glove is also material, so I want to show that that can be turned into something as well. Just double checking. Oh yeah, the Mana Flower is the other thing I wanted, right? So the Mana Flower and the Precise Star Cloak that I have. Let's turn it into a Mana Cloak. Very nice. Very nice. If I find another cloak, I'll combine it with the Jagged Cross to make that, because why not, right? And then we can put some things back on. There we go. All right. I do kind of like the look at the Star Cloak. It looks kind of fun, but I like this cape as well. Finally, the last little bit is that this Power Glove can be combined into a Mechanical Glove or Berserker's Claws. So the Mechanical Glove is something that I might go for. That requires us to get the Avenger Emblem. And the Avenger Emblem is from all of these emblems that drop from the Wall of Flesh. So we've picked up the Warrior Emblem so far. And we can combine it with some other stuff to make the Avenger Emblem. But there's also the other emblems. And we have 4 unopened treasure bags to sort through. So let's open those now. And I should have just deposited, but I don't need a lot of this stuff. All right. I got some titanium ore as well. Very good stuff. Let's open these treasure bags and see what kind of loot we get. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So it looks like we got the Breaker Blade. This is like the cloud sword. Pretty sweet. Pretty big. Like it. See it. Oh, look at that. Huge, huge damage. What is that? We're getting a lot of amped up damage on this because first off, it has an intrinsic perk on it, which says that I think it deals more damage to unhurt enemies, so that's coming in clutch there. It's got huge crit chance and all that. Plus we have, for slimes, we do have the banner, which means we're doing a lot more damage to them. So it's just all amped up into that, but still pretty solid weapon. We got a bunch of pwn hammers. We got a ranger emblems. Looks like we only got ranger emblems. We didn't get any of the other ones, but we can always trade them in the shimmer. You can actually convert them in the shimmer now, which is really good. We did get the clockwork assault rifle. Very nice. Nice little upgrade there, and does some pretty good damage itself. And then again, we got the firecrackers. So we got 2 firecrackers here. Very nice. All right. With that, I think I'm going to wrap things up there. Hopefully you enjoyed the little montage of us killing the wall of flesh over and over. And I will see you guys in the next episode. We're going to smelt up all this ore. And hopefully we're going to make enough for a full set of titanium gear. All right, see you guys in the next one. Take care and happy hunting. Bye.